Oh, baby! All it took was something 929. All it took was 38 seconds for Nick Suzuki to do that. Montreal playing off against the Florida Panthers one more time. Montembeault has been in, out, and about of these games and has won against his former team so often. It feels like every other Friday, Sammy Montembeault is getting a win against his old team. But in this game, the Montreal Canadiens down 2-1 for most of the third period until Nick Suzuki. He steps up. Nick Suzuki, the captain of the Canadiens, one of the younger captains in the NHL, one of the more dominant captains in the NHL, a guy who's daring the folks on Team Canada to leave him off the squad one more time. Nick Suzuki scores with 9 seconds left in the third to tie it, and then he scores 29 seconds into overtime to win it. And you know who gets an assist on each of the Canadiens' 3 goals? Lane Hutson. What the hell was that? What was that game? What? How does that even happen? Ay, talk about a storybook way for this Canadiens team to gather 2 points in the most important wildcard race they have had in years. In fact, maybe the only wild card race, quote-unquote, because all the other times the Canadiens were qualifying for the playoffs, it wasn't technically a wild card, now wasn't it? They were doing well in the North Division. It was kind of different back then. But the Montreal Canadiens grasp on to a willingly forced 2 points at the hands of Nick Suzuki, and they're now at 79 points, 2 above the Columbus Blue Jackets, 2 above the New York Rangers, and 5 above the Detroit Red Wings and New York Islanders, with 8 games to go in the regular season. Montreal absolutely needed these 2 points, and who else would it be but Nick Suzuki to go out there and give the Habs that 2 points. He did it by himself. Okay, no, not by himself. Lane Hutson was a very big part in setting everything up. Let's just quickly go over the goals, and then we'll go over the meaning as to what this game indicates for the next little while here. Because the first goal of the game was scored by Josh Anderson. Tip in out in front. Yeah, that's right. We've been talking a lot of good things about Josh Anderson as of late. He has been working his behind off. Him and Gallagher have definitely been some of the more effort-displaying Canadiens over the past few weeks, and this play comes from Lane Hutson. He throws it over to Cayden Goulet on the left side, Goulet towards the goal, and Anderson is right there to tip it in past Vitek Vanecek. 1-0 goal for the Montreal Canadiens. It's quickly 1-1 at the hands of Niko Mikkola, who ends up getting a goal off of a face-off. Assist goes out to Anton Lundell here. Mikkola just kind of goes towards the goal, down the boards, he chops it towards the net, and it takes a weird bounce, and Sammy Montembeault is way out of position. He thought the puck was going one way, it didn't go, it went the other way, bounced off of Jake Evans' stick, very unfortunate bounce, and you can see off the body language there, Evans was kind of devastated immediately after. He's like, yeah, okay, that's on me. Very unfortunate goal for Montembeault to give up, but that's not the only goal he gives up. There is another one in the second period on the power play. It's Mackie Samoskevich at the end of the second period, beating Sammy Montembeault on a power play that would have lasted towards the end of the period in general. Ultimately, though, the puck finds itself onto Seth Jones' stick. He goes back over to Samoskevich. Samoskevich walks in, shoots, and scores. It just kind of beats Montembeault 5-hole, it looked like. Not really a great play for the goalie to get beat on, but hey, sometimes it happens. Montembeault did make some pretty good saves in this one, so we can give him a pass on a deflected Jake Evans play and another shot that's maybe the only one that he would want to have back from today. But in the third period, forget all the other chances, forget all the other shots, forget the fact that Florida outshot Montreal 13-7 in period number 2. The next goal doesn't occur till 9 seconds left in the third period. Because the Canadiens, on the breakout, They still have the goalie in the net. Montembeault is still there. He starts making his way to the bench by the time Lane Hutson brings the puck into the Panthers zone. He kind of gets checked up there by Seth Jones, but Hutson, able to recover, grabs the puck at the far blue line, then just throws it towards the goal. It deflects off of Sam Reinhart, who's trying to block it, but he deflects it enough that it bounces off of Vitek Vanecek and out to the open back door, where Nick Suzuki is by himself. He has years to settle the puck down and put it into the open cage. He scores, and the Bell Center absolutely erupts. The commentary team is going crazy on TSN. The Habs players on the ice who see Slafkovsky and Laine each throw their arms in the air at the same time. Unfortunately, Lane Hutson was out in the neutral zone trying to get his feet under him when the goal went in, because he made the play to throw the puck towards the goal, and his backwards momentum pushed him out of the zone in the process. But with 9 seconds to go, Nick Suzuki forces the Canadiens to getting a point in this extremely important hockey game. And then in overtime, oh boy, overtime, Cole Caulfield holds the puck in the offensive zone, doesn't decide to force it. He doesn't force any sort of a rush or a shot on goal. Caulfield circles around the perimeter, drops it off for Nick Suzuki, who then beats Reinhart out wide, fakes the short side shot on Vanecek, and then wraps it around with a beautiful spin. And that is all she wrote. Lane Hutson gets 3 assists in this game. Nick Suzuki gets 2 of the most clutch goals in his career. And the Montreal Canadiens take this game 3-2. What a game. What a performance. And what numbers we are seeing here. Lane Hutson is up to 57 assists on the year. You want to talk about him breaking these records and putting himself up near the top of the rookie assist and rookie points leading race? He's doing that with every other game. He is back with, 6 points in his last 2 games? He had 3 points last game against the Florida Panthers. Nick Suzuki's getting points like crazy. These 2 guys, Hutson on the back end, Suzuki down the middle, all you need is a star winger. All you need is number 1 caliber winger material. And that's what Ivan Demidov is going to bring. All of a sudden, this Canadiens team is going to be a force to be reckoned with. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below on Nick Suzuki and Lane Hutson and how these guys have built off of what was a crazy week. We had spoken about earlier in today's show how both Suzuki and Hutson were a part of the NHL's Team of the Week for the highest game scored players of the past 7 days. And now, with a 3-point performance out of Lane and a 2-goal night in the most clutch way possible out of Suzuki, this is where you get into why these guys are so elite, because they step up when the games matter the most. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below about the Canadiens and the Florida Panthers. I hope you enjoyed this video. And bye.